it medium? Do you like it rare? Do you like it well done? No matter which way you like it, today we're gonna bring it to you from our #1 food brand right here at QVC, and that is Rastelli Meats. In fact, today we're celebrating the 5-year anniversary of Rastelli Meats, and we are so excited for you guys to join us and Ray Rastelli as we celebrate the Big 5 for the brand that, by the way, has been around for over 45 years. They've been making your home that wonderful steakhouse, giving you that delicious flavor and giving you the ingredients that makes every meal delicious. Here, right in front of me, that's your everything steak. Take a look. We've got for you a set of 10 or 20 where you get to take advantage of our today's special value price. We've sold over 4 million sirloin steaks right here at QVC. Whoa. Today, we're going to give you the opportunity to get a better one. This is the Reserve Collection. Center cut, every one individually blast frozen and vacuum sealed. And today we have it for you on 4 easy monthly payments of $22.25 if you're picking up the 10 count. If you're picking up the 20 count, we're not doubling the price. In fact, you're going to save $29 by picking up the 20 count. And today you're going to get it home for $37.25. After 4 million steaks, it's the first time that we're doing that Reserve Collection. You still get the spices that you love to go along with it, that seasoning packet that gives you that steakhouse quality. But Ray Rastelli and his team services the only 7-star restaurant in the world in Dubai with their meats and your homes as well. All you got to do is tell us, how do you want it sent to you? If you want the 10 count or the 20 count, take a look at your screen, choose that, then tell us, do you want it shipped to you immediately or do you want it shipped to you the week of February 15th? Now, if you get it immediately, it'll be at your home in time for Valentine's Day. That means date night. Woo, you got it covered. Then tell us if you want to lock it in on auto delivery. And of course, I say do that because you want it every 90 days for 2 years at this price. We've never done it before. And today's your day to do it. M71143 is your item number. And right now, I want to ask you, if you love Rastelli Meats, give us a call. Our testimonial lines are open, and we would love for you to share your story live on air. I would love for you to help me and Rachel wish Ray Rastelli a wonderful 5-year anniversary right here at QVC. And Ray, congratulations. It's always great to see you on air with us.
Oh, thank you so much, Alberti. We feel honored to be here for 5 years. We brought you something really special today because 5 years, 4.3 million sirloin steaks, and we're still here. And the butcher's arms are getting really tired. But what I thought I'd bring you today is the most exquisite steak that's a sirloin steak. It's our Sirloin Steak Reserve, which means this has been aged for 45 days, and only 4% of all the cattle that come through our door actually qualify for this. This is that steak that goes to the upper-end steakhouses. And I want to show you really just how we get that. We start with something like this. Not something like this, actually this. This is a top cut. This is the hip of beef. Now, the hip is one of the sweetest parts of the steer, and that's why the sirloin steak is so sweet. So we take this and we age this for 45 days. Then we peel the cap off that because that's really an undesirable piece. We then take the inner muscular fat out of it completely. And what do we wind up with? We wind up with beautiful center cut sirloin steak. Now, I want you to see what this looks like. This is completely trimmed. It's been aged for 45 days. It's Black Angus. It comes from small family farms. And look, there is no fat. There is no gristle on this at all. This is where the steak is cut from. So here's what we do. We take this steak. We take the end off of it because we're giving you all center cut steaks. And we're going to cut these beautiful 6-ounce steaks. Now, look at the steak. Look at the marbling in the steak. Right? Look at the thickness of the steak. What you won't see is any fat. There is no fat at all on the steak. So this is going to be one of those incredibly tasting steaks, just as it is. And you can put it on your grill. You can put it in an air fryer on your George Foreman. But I like it because it's the everything steak. And you know I refer to this steak as the everything steak because it makes me look good whenever I do it, Heather. and that makes me feel really good because being a butcher, I want to make sure I please my customers. And when they come and get this steak, what happens is they come back to me and say, you know what I use that steak for? you know what I use that steak for? And every time that happens, that makes me feel really good about what we do, because every steak looks just like that. And that's what's really important.
It's reliable, it's delicious, it's juicy, and today we have it for you at a great price. You know, you could be putting the steak on a plate with your favorite fish, right? We just had the Icelandic cod. Maybe you're a fan of the Egg Harbor salmon fillets that we offer here at QVC. You could do something like that, but come on over here, take a look at this. This is what Ray means when he says everything steak. You can turn it into kebabs, right? I've done this plenty of times with this. You can make it into a beautiful wrap. How about tacos? Come on over here and I'll make for you a Philly cheesesteak sandwich that rivals any sandwich that you'll get at a stand or any place anywhere in America. Place your own, favorite sauces on top of here, whether it's the ketchup, whether it's the cheese. Today, you can do all these things in your own home. In fact, I'm gonna pick this up right over here and show you a beautiful brajol, and we'll show you how we make this. But what's lovely about this is that you can get creative with this, or you can just place that right on top of a grill, place your steak anywhere that you'd like and really enjoy it. Bless you, Rach. But Ray, I mean, really, what we love about this steak is it is the most versatile steak. That's why for many years we've called it the everyday steak, the everything steak. You can really do a world of wonders throughout the week and not get bored with this.
You can, and remember, it's the reserve collection, so it's really the top of the top. Only 4% actually qualify for this. So look what I'm going to do. Since it's completely trimmed and it has no fat on it, all I'm going to do is cut it into cubes. And you know what I've got? I've got cubes for my kebabs. I've got cubes for my chili. I've got cubes for my stew. And you mentioned that Philly steak. Let me show you how I make a Philly steak. Now, being a butcher, I would just put my hand on top of that Alberti and I would slice that nice and thin like that. And I would do the entire steak that way because I want a nice, beautiful, thin steak to be able to grill, right, for my Philly steak. But at home, you might not be a butcher. So let me give you a little tip. Take a saucer, basically a coffee cup saucer, right on top, right? It makes it really simple. Now you don't have to worry about cutting your hands because your hand goes on top, and all you do is take a really nice sharp knife and go through that steak all the way. And look at that. Didn't cut my fingers, and what I've got two more beautiful steaks. So now these steaks I can do lots with. I can roll these for my brajoles. I can stuff them just as you did there. But look, from one steak, I made 3 incredibly beautiful stuffed. I can stuff them with whatever I like. So it's so simple to do, and that's what I love about this steak. It's the everything steak. But if you want it just as a steak, look at what you've got. You've got a steak that's going to be incredibly tender.
Look at that.
It's going to be incredibly, look at how beautiful that is. Now, what you're going to notice is it's a really juicy steak. What you're not going to notice is fat. There is no fat in this particular piece of meat because it's very, very lean. It's actually 31 grams of protein. And this time of year, we're all kind of thinking about our waistline. This is a great way to be able to do lots of different things, right?
You're right about that, Ray. You're reading my mind. All right, so also, here's what's going on. One thing we didn't mention yet. First of all, over 13,000 spoken for on the day. If you want this, definitely pick up this today's special value before they're all gone, and while you have the opportunity to get it at this price. But they're all individually vacuum sealed and blast frozen. Ray does that for many reasons. One, so it lasts in your freezer for up to a year. 2, because it actually keeps it more safe. Right, Ray? Can you speak to that for a second for me?
I can. So the reason we do this, because this vacuum packaging actually seals in all the freshness, keeps out all the bacteria. So after we age it and we cut it, we package it and we blast freeze it, which means this is going to hold up in your freezer for 12 months. But if you pull this out of your freezer and you're going to go ahead and thaw it out overnight, that's what I like to do, put it in your refrigerator, the next day it's going to be thawed for you to be able to use. If you happen to not be able to get to that steak that day or the next day or 5 or 8 or 10 days later, it's okay. This vacuum package, as long as it's refrigerated in your refrigerator, will keep for 10 days. And at that point, you take it out and it becomes your everything steak. That's why this is the steak to have in your freezer. All of these different things, from chilies to chicken fried steaks to tacos, quesadillas, kebabs, Philly steak. I mean, it's endless. It's really, someone called in Alberti earlier today and said they make an incredible sirloin steak soup with these steaks. And I thought, boy, what a great idea for that.
That is a good idea. Okay, and you know what? With our offer, you can make the sirloin steak soup, right? You've got 10 or you've got 20. Over 13,000 people have decided to pick this up. $22.25 gets home the 10 count. If you want the 20, by the way, it's way more limited than the 10. If you want it, you're saving $29 when you double your order. You can get it home either immediately or on after February 15th. And today you can get it home at that easy pay of $37 and change. Just tell us if you want it immediately or on February 15th. And if you want the auto delivery, I always say lock in the auto delivery. Rach, I know you agree with me because, you know, one thing that Rachel and I don't ever want to be without is a good steak in the freezer.
Because we are carnivores. We're like,
yes, we are.
And the Rastelli beef is just the answer. It is so flavorful and so tender and so juicy. And I love that every single moment of this 6 ounces we get to eat. And however you like to make it. I mean, Ray was not only the most recommended brand 2 years in a row, but best grilling food. So if you're king of the grill, and you're indoor grilling or outdoor grilling, get these home. And here's the other thing. That big game is coming up. So maybe you're going to make some steak chili. You're going to make a steak soup, a stew. You want kebabs. I bet as you're sitting there and you're watching us, you've got a favorite meal that you make with beef somehow. Make it with steak.
Yeah.
Make it with Rastelli steak. And you'll go, wow, my recipe just got taken up like multiple notches because it's so delicious. Don't you think, Alberti?
I think you're right. And you know what I was thinking too? Make it with Rastelli's and you're going to think, wow, I hope I got that on auto delivery.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because once you go Rastelli's, you cannot go back to just regular old grocery store meats. Whether it's upgrading a salad to a steak salad, you know, how much would you pay for that at a steakhouse or a great restaurant? Here today, it's less than $8 a steak if you're picking it up in that 20 count. All right, one last time I want to show you what our offer is, okay? And here we have it for you. By the way, we have a full hour of Rastelli Meats coming up at 7 p.m. tonight. Me, Rachel, Ray Rastelli, 1 full hour. And a very special guest, by the way. And so here we've got for you the 10 count. If you want the 10 count, $22.25 gets it home. If you double your order, you save $29 and you get it home for just $37.25 on a credit card. In that 20 count, shipping immediately, I've got 2,500 remaining. February 15th, 700 left to go around. M71143 is your item number. Ray, I'm gonna wish you one more time in Gourmet Holiday, happy 5th anniversary.
Thank you so much, Alberti. We feel honored to be here.
The king of the grill, the king of the steaks. We're so happy that you're here with us. All right, we'll see you at 7 p.m. for a full hour, okay? Okay.
It's gonna be fun.
All right, so listen, everybody, stay on the lines. We are busy. Or go to QVC.com and pick up our today's special value, M71143. We're gonna take a very, very quick break. And when we come back, I said Ray was the queen of the king of the grill. We've got the queen of